Good evening. Everyone had a good weekend. Let's get started. So for today, I'm gonna try to do a spring. So let's see, where did we leave off last time? We have this going on over here. It's pretty bright, giving us a good amount of radiation for our radiation farm and sunlight. Oh, that's not true. Less than 460 rads per cycle. If I wonder why that changed. Uh, but nonetheless, this is providing a good amount of radiation for all our planets. That's good. Hopefully we'll get a few more mutations today, and that should help us just keep going. Body temperature costs too high. We've recently put in a cooling loop, which is still getting seeded, by being plenty of polluted water that is not being used. And this was a failure. It is definitely not working as expected. Definitely going to need to find a better solution for this, and I do have one in. Essentially, we need to help transfer the heat between the tiles a little bit more effectively, between like the basically these tiles here maybe should have been temp shift to help move the heat around. I feel like that would have resolved the problem, but I can't really magically temp shift plate there. So we're going to need to be able to break in here somehow and make this work. We'll do that once the geyser calms down in 13 seconds. This, on the other hand, worked wonderfully. Very happy. And we're just producing more solar panels. We are running very low on ethanol for this. We could also start actually using our own oil. We produce oil, right? We could use it for power if we wanted to, but that is not too important right now. So that's what's going on over here. And we have a vessel which we will launch right now, actually. So the vessel ends up being stuff. Change to wood era. We have 2 tiles of range, and we are 2 tiles away. 1 tile, 2 tiles. So it should be in range for us to acknowledge warnings, launch. So that's good for here. So talking about Woodera, over here we increased our power from solar, and everything seems pretty good. So we're going to start building ourselves our first colonization rocket to be able to reach better locations, I guess. So we'll start with the petroleum rocket. We'll do the same kind of rocket over here. Petroleum plus 2R plus a large liquid fuel tank. 2 of those. And we'll need a large solid oxidizer tank. And we'll need a spacefaring module and a basic nose cone. I'll also want, let's go back down here. I want to have myself battery module plus solar panels. And we will want to have, so how many spaces do we have left? We have 6. I can add in, let's see, what can I add in? We'll want to have trailblazer modules is what allows us to dump dupes, right? Yeah. So if we have two Trailblazer modules, and we have two, 10. So that should be the maximum height. So that would allow us to dump dupes. That's here, take 4 here. So this should be good for colonizing any asteroid with um, within our current range. Drop down 2 dupes. That should hopefully give us enough iron to be able to. Well, we can also shoot iron off before we chlorine here. Oh yeah, did this not get done? I thought I had changed this to be like, hey, let's drop off the carbon dioxide here instead of here. Dropping it off here is causing all the carbon dioxide to turn to liquids, and that's not good for anyone. Everything here is working fine, and I'm quite happy with the state of here. And with this, we can start colonizing. We'll start with Hydraville, however you pronounce that, the water planet. We'll start with the water planet. We'll go from there. Gene is not happy. He's out of plastic. He should be getting home soon, though. 1.5 cycles. So he'll just have to deal with it for 1.5 cycles. How are we doing over here? Finish that off. See, where else is it? Space exposed over here, here. Oh, this whole thing is basically starting from here. This. How far are you? Right here. You are here. We already know about you. How about you? All the way? All the way. You. You're also space exposed, but not all the way. You're space exposed. Only here? So this is the bottom. Okay, so it looks like something like this, I guess. And we'll probably want to put in some ladders. Make it easier to reach up here. And we can destroy that so they can actually build up here. This is not space. Oh, this is also space. I won't go that far. Okay, so that should give them a good amount. I want to fill this in so I can start building stuff here. Vacuum unreachable. But otherwise, this place is looking pretty good. We have our own source of oxygen, our own source of water, which we haven't necessarily tamed, but you know, we're using it without too much of a concern. Food is good. Everything here is good. Oh, we have someone who's sunburnt. Ah, got sunburnt from trying to build all this stuff, didn't you? Oh, look at that. All the glaring light is gone for some reason. Now you can actually see properly here. I don't know why, but it's fine. 11 rad. So the ones at the end aren't doing very well compared to the ones at the beginning, but that's okay. Water. The polluted water is getting put in here so that we can start up the sandstone. Good. We might want to start tapping into another reservoir. Might not be the worst idea. Let's see here. Why aren't you attached? I don't know why you're not attached. Attach you. Oh, did it melt? It probably melted. Yeah, see, there's some liquid lead right there. So it melted from the rocket launch. Oh, so did the platform. The platform's gone. The platform probably melted. Uh-huh. That makes sense. I think I heard the printing noise. Yes, printing noise. See what we got here. Digging. Footwear farming. Briar seeds. Maybe put some briar seeds on Gupino. Probably use a little bit more seeds. There you go. We also, oh, this is not what I wanted at all. I was trying really hard to make. I guess I must have screwed that up. Huh. Well then, in that case, uh, we're just gonna have to build this quickly. Stuff we need to go that far, right? So this is all leaking, I guess, now. We're just gonna have to make sure we build this quickly. You guys are stuck here, aren't you? Yeah. Made a mess. Something wrong with the washrooms? There is. Did we run out of fabrication? We did. Let's make 2 tons of gold. Make 5 tons of copper. 1 ton of aluminum. 9 tons of steel and not iron, and 6 tons of steel. I should fix that problem. Really need to make myself some kind of notification for that. That would probably be in my own interest. So as I was, someone else made a mess. Oh, they made a mess in a suit, I guess. Getting a little hot in here. Okay, so someone over here is good. We should be fine. We have plenty of oxygen to deal with this leak. I don't think it will cause a problem. Did we lose a mask? I see a mask here. Or maybe a mask got broken. That's probably what happened. What was the vessel doing? A lot of stuff in this one tile. But the vessel's doing fine. The interplanetary payloads are doing fine too. Talking about interplanetary payloads. Oh yeah, we shouldn't shoot. We don't necessarily want to shoot. This is shooting a bunch of lead, right? If we shoot lead, that means it'll melt as soon as we launch a rocket. We don't want to shoot lead. We want to shoot some better metals than lead, right? Let's stop. Okay, so we're gonna shoot our last bolt of lead as soon as we get We'll shoot out, we'll clean out the lead, and then we're going to shoot at a better location. So that we can shoot some actual metals like copper. That should help us uh, build better platforms that won't melt. Still looking good. Yeah. How's Udera doing? We have a. Oh yeah, never mind. That is expected. It is doing absolutely nothing. Come on, guys. What are you guys doing over here? Looking pretty? Prefer you actually working. Looking pretty is good and all, but you know, actually doing something is also good. If someone who's idle, Gene. He'll be here soon. So what are we gonna do about this? So general problem here is I want to get in here and place, go to be underneath utilities, place a, have diamonds, place a diamond here and here. I feel like that should resolve the problem. But I need to get in there, right? So to get in there, this should act as a liquid lock, right? If I destroy only buildings, this, and I built here, can't because of the heavy wall wire. On this side, oh, it's gonna cause a lot of heat to this. So if I don't destroy only this, should be able to contain the liquid sulfur. Actually, probably gonna solidify a lot of the liquid sulfur. Uh, but want to have I want it to be cleaner than that because that will cause problems. First of all, like I'll need to either destroy this or it's gonna, like, yeah, that's a problem right there. Let's see what else. I can try to build diagonally and destroy these two tiles and replace this tile. Let's try that. Maybe, and then rebuild the tile as soon as I can be able to, should be able to work. And that tile should allow transfer between the sulfur and the, yeah, it's not transfer that's the issue. I forgot. It's not transfers that's the issue, it's the cooling that's the issue. I need to cool it a little bit more effectively. Because it won't go up to 125. Now I remember. Wow, that took a little bit more time than I would have liked. I need like a separate cooling loop for this because it needs to be cooled lower than a steam turbine would allow. I don't want to use this pipe, right? If I use this pipe, it's going to spread the heat out all the way over here before it cools. I want to make my own pipe here. I want to set up like my own area here. Do I have enough metal for this? I don't think I have any steel. Oh, I have lots of steel. So I'd have something like this. I'd have my own aqua tuner set up over here. double layered over here. Can't make it double layered here. Insulated pipes. Same way we do it over here, right? In here, out, both go up and both jump back. In here, out, both go up. Back. In, okay. And like this. In, there you go. Out. Well, let's be a little more generous here. Pipe. Go over here. And then we would go in here. Over here we could have like gradient pipes. Out. Oh. Need to have this go here. So something like this. I think this would work. And then we replace these 4 tiles here with middle tiles. And that should now cool it down more effectively. Yeah, I think that would work. And we get rid of this. And oh, starvation. Plenty of food. One of my duplicates is very hungry. I'll get to it, Etta. Oh, okay, so talking about that, you should be free to go on your next mission, right? Let's restock. So view interior, and we want to restock here. Mainly restocking the, well, we're gonna give more plastic. Mainly we want to restock the plastic. Once that's done, then we can launch again. We have everything else we need. Okay, so back as we were. So building, then we can replace this one with iron metal tiles. I feel like this will, even just this iron metal tile here would probably be good to cool down quite a bit of it. Maybe not enough to, well, yeah, cooling this down over here is going to create a lot of solid block like this one over here. So we're going to need to fix that by sending someone in to mine it out. But it should be doable. It's almost done too. But you're saying there's no, oh, okay. No one's using, ah. Okay, we just need to wait. And this is just not getting done because, you know, dupes are busy. Other than the ones who are idle. They are not busy. Okay, so we have enough here. We have a refill of algae. We still have plenty of dirt. So let's launch. Where do we want to go exploring next? So we went over here, we found something, we went over here, we found something, we went over here, we found something. This one we haven't found anything yet. And it seems to be everything so far is within like this inner circle, right? But you would not have been caught. So if you were over here, we would not have seen. Maybe we go down over here and go look a little further. Maybe there's something over here. Or we could go look over here and over here. Those are basically the only three sides. There's two more planets. So far, there seems to be one in almost every direction. So we need to figure out which direction we want to go in. Faith jumps at this. We have 12, right? 10. One. Oh, we're not fully stocked then on something. Okay, yeah, we still need some more oxalate. Let's increase the priority of that. Never mind, we're not leaving just yet. So that iron in of itself should probably help. It did not. It did nothing. And we'll just go down one tile at a time. It's gonna take a little longer than I. This did nothing. Way too much mass over here. Way too much heat over here. Gonna take a little bit more time to get it done than I would have originally expected or wanted. Yeah. Let's increase this one a little bit more. How are the temperatures going in here? Going in at 23, we are leaving at 20. Good. Good. Wait, what? Oh, I guess a bunch of those were a little hot. So yeah, this is not cooling down the loop because even if it's warm enough, because it's the water's coming out is too cold. So it's preventing wasting of power, which is good. Uh, as we don't need the heat. Like we don't need to go too extreme with cooling here. Our main goal was to cool this, and we did a pretty good job at it. The rest of this we will get cooled as we need it. Ren, complaining you have nothing to do. So for this asteroid, we can start taming volcanoes, or we can. Oh, does that mean we're done here? Almost, almost done. Oh, you were supposed to be a ladder. Let's destroy you. Are you? And you. And I guess we want to start looking to build these as we want this or that, and maybe I wonder if this. Okay, this is space exposed, so we're gonna have a little bit of exposed space over here, but that's okay. We will deal with it. So we want to build this here. Oh, that's most of. Oh, circuit overloaded. What? Oh. Oh. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. That is kind of a problem. Need to destroy you. And a bridge here. do that quickly. Come on. Okay. So as soon as we add the bridge, and then we can't actually build here. Okay, we add the bridge, we destroy that, we destroy the building here, and we replace it with a heavy wire going straight here. That should solve this overflow. This shouldn't go over anymore, and we should have more than enough. Why are you even running anymore? Oh, you're running because these guys are not on separate circuits. Huh. Okay, let's fix that. We have a few problems that need to be fixed. First, if we destroy these, then this will stop our petroleum generators from destroying all our petroleum. Be really nice. Okay, let's stop that. Come on, someone turn that off. Fix that over here. If that should turn you guys off, we can completely destroy this one. And then we'll add a battery over here. And we'll add automation for you specifically. So you have your own automation, you would have your own automation. I didn't realize they were both connected to the same wire like that. Oh, look at that. This one did help. So it is cooling it down. But again, the best we can hope for is that it cools it down all to one big giant block. We still need to deal with that. We can't use one big giant block. One big giant block is not useful. Let's move it down one more. Make sure that this is a higher priority. What are we doing over here? So all these are done. The question then is this enough batteries to stay the night? So far so good. Looking for a dupe that can dig. Basically the dupe to start to send off, right? Want a dupe that can dig, farm and cook, but it's bottom of the stomach, not very. We have a dupe that can rocket, build and tidy. No. No digging, operations, doctoring, and building. No, not good. So let's get some dirt. Ideally, I'd get a dupe that can dig. And then, there you go, there's our rocket. You should be able to do the full 12 tiles right now, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as we can go. And we can, oh, let's check our schedule. Okay, we're at a good time. So we should get our dupes in here, and then we can launch. Go. Can't begin launch sequence. There's no dupes on board. I don't think that should be saying begin launch sequence. Okay, now we have everyone. Begin launch sequence. Bye bye. Okay, so that should work out just fine for us. Now you should be able to sleep. That's surprising. Not your correct schedule for Eugene. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. Get you moving. So now we should have plenty of research for you to do. And once that's done, we can maybe try cleaning up the gas pipes. I think that would work. What's Camille doing? Nothing. Okay, good to know. Let's fix that. Oh, this is actually worse than I thought. Okay. I'm assuming these are all space exposed, and this is all space exposed. So we'll do these first. We'll this. Okay, this got built. They'll dig through all this, build that. Okay, so yeah, batteries were fine overnight. Good. Let's build that up so we can seal this off because it is transferring a lot of that heat. Not too much because carbon dioxide doesn't transfer heat that well, but it is transferring some of it out. So it is important that we don't let that happen too much. And we can prevent it by, actually getting this stuff done as soon as we possibly can. So, increase priority at all. Oh wow, you are really not keeping up, are you? You're burning constantly and you're not even close to keeping up with the amount of natural gas that this generates. Might either need another natural gas generator or we need more storage area for natural gas here. More storage area doesn't sound like the worst idea. So let's try that. Not as important as this cooling loop, but you know. Okay, so this should all be built so we can seal this back up. And soon enough we will start passing in some polluted water into the system. Okay. Let's increase the priority of this. This should be the priority after all. Oh, we do want some automation too. I can't forget about the automation. I do tend to forget. Automation and plumbing, right? The liquid pipe thermal sensor right here. For this one, we will just put it. That's the only automation we need. Like that should work just fine. So if the temperature of polluted water is above like a certain degree, we can cool it down. It's easy enough. Why are they not? Did we run out of igneous rock? Did not. So there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be fixing this up. Some idle dupes. Okay, so you guys are let's build up the floor. Let's finish this all up. Put a block here, obviously in here. We'll probably want to put a bunch here. We'll destroy all this and replace it with floor. That's where the limit. Does it say space exposed behind these things? It does not. So I'm assuming this is all that we're going to need here. We already knew about that one. Oh, we got a new mutant seed. That would be on Zapista, I'm assuming. My mutant seeds over here are doing very, very well. A bog bucket seed? That would not be on you at all. You wouldn't have bog buckets. The only place that does bog buckets is Gubino. You guys managed to get a bad seed? Huh. I don't even know if you guys have a farmer. I'm talking about close that off. But I don't know if you guys even have a farmer. Does anyone on Gupino? We don't even have farmer over here. Oh, it looks like we might need a farmer here soon. We have a strange bug bucket seed, which has to come from here. And we need to use it. I want to see what we got. So let's make sure that priorities are set correctly so that they're aware that I want to destroy this and build these panels first, and then we can handle the rest here. Okay, how's the pista going? Good. Down here. Yeah, obviously you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Struck that one. There you go. Oh yeah, so that's where uh, the steam turbine will be. Okay, so let's build all this, and that should allow us to dump some water into here. Be good to go. Yeah, so this is cooling down slowly but surely, but it's just forming a bunch of tiles, which is problematic. What are you doing over here? So you're researching this. We're almost done. That's pretty good. Once that's done, we can get you to uh, we'll clean up the pipes. Once you're done with your research, you can clean up the pipes. Talking about that, we should change. You have how much rad bolts? You have a lot of rad bolts. You have 60. Did they change the cost? 9 is a strange number. So from here to here, how much cost is that? Very little. Or are we only at like, and I want to launch up some metal. We have some copper over here, right? Oh, we don't have copper. No. Let's see, what do we have then? We go to metals. Scroll. Okay, so we have lead and iron. So let's throw away some iron. Hopefully that lands somewhere usable, because who knows what that will land over here, right? Land anywhere. Hopefully it lands here. This would be the best if it lands right here. It'd be very easy to use. We'll find out. Guarantees. That would be nice. Just played nicely with me. Okay. Good. Our power over here is still good too, right? Do we have any issues with power right now? Yeah, the solar panels are dealing with our power needs just fine. Okay. How is the cooling going? Maybe I can extract a little bit more heat. Like this, pretty warm. Should be easy enough to extract a little bit of extra heat out of here. We'll just need to turn one of you into radiant pipes. And add in some metal tiles. I forgot to allow manual use. You guys should launch soon, right? And that should allow us to, start taking a little bit of more heat. There you go. Okay. No more manual use. We gave a ton of iron. That should be more than enough. Okay. No more manual use. We gave a ton of iron. That should be more than enough. I'm curious if this is even working anymore. I don't know. It looks like it might not be working. It did launch recently, so it must be working. I guess just I'm too greedy and this doesn't refill quick enough. It's only refilling at like 11. So, not the best. Talking about that, maybe I should help cool this area down too with some radiant. This area here is still pretty warm too. That should pick up a little bit more heat when passing, so 22 becomes 22 and a half. So it's picking up half a degree Celsius of heat from this area per second. So that's not that bad. Not amazing or anything, but I'm not going for amazing. Yeah, it's just really slow. Okay. How are we doing on wood area over here? Oh, look at that. We're doing better. We have our fuel tank. We have our module. We need a module to be able to support 2 dupes almost indefinitely. Go colonize in packs of 2. At least that's the plan. What's going on over here? Oh, did we run out of coolant? Yeah, so we're running low on coolant. Instead of having too much coolant, we are now have too little coolant. Okay, so over here, how are we doing over here? Okay, so let's get that done. And I'll also start cleaning this up a little bit. I know these bases don't actually do anything, but I do prefer them covered because I think they should do something. So that should help with that. And it'll also keep the dupes a little busy. So let's see, we have a new printable. Will that be a dupe for us? Anyone here can dig. Tidy supply cook, cook supply decorator, wear research tidy. No one here can dig. Want a dupe that can dig. Or a farmer. A farmer would have been nice. None of those were farmers. But a dupe that can dig would be even better than a farmer. You're just complaining because you're spending too much time into carbon dioxide down here. Let's start pumping some of that. We should be able to pump a decent amount of carbon dioxide. Experimental vessel. Yes. What's going on over here? What are you guys all the way out here doing? Oh, I wonder how that happened. Okay, so how is it going over here? Okay, so for the most part, we seem like we're in a good place. So we close this off. There's nothing for us to pick up over here, right? Oh, never mind, we're not in a good place. We forgot about power. I want to use this power line. That should work. I completely forgot about power, so let's set up the power line first, or else this will never work. Okay, so here we're good. Up. Okay, now we have this is all done. Now just buildings. Destroy this. Good, looking good. Nice and clean. Okay, so what materials do we have here? Have no plastic. So we'll need to send some plastic here if we want to start taming this volcano. How do we want to? And do it using a cooling loop. We have another volcano here. We have a natural gas geyser over here, right? Natural gas geyser is definitely easier to tame as a first thing. Uh, Reluctant to do anything. Let's actually just finish this guy off. He is, I wonder how the carbon dioxide level got so low compared to up here. But I'm thinking we should. So this blue water goes over here, right? Let's destroy this. We don't need this. Then it gets used directly into this instead of getting put here. So if this does provide us some water, which it will soon, very soon, it will grab some water. It will be potentially problematic. So on that note, let's add ourselves a good filter. We'll add it right about the exit. So we want to go one lower for the entrance. So let's add it right about here. We would have, not right about there. Let's add it right about here. Water go this way, polluted water go that way. Have power from here. I think that would be good. The general idea is the water will go over here, jump, and in. While the polluted water will go around for that. There you go. We set it to filter out water, and that should allow us to start processing all of the water here. On the other hand, I do want to start sealing this off. This isn't too hot, right? It only outputs at 30 degrees, so I don't need to do much. Make this liquids, coarse water, the W. There you go. That should work just fine now. And now we'll be able to start sealing this off, and we'll just pump all of this. Well, I'll pump all of it out. Okay. How about you guys? Okay, so you guys are, now we have the power wire. Let's seal this off and start pumping in some water. Wait. This might. This tile concerns me. Let's get rid of it and let's replace it with a actual real tile. I'm worried if I dump water in here, it won't be able to go here because the oxygen will prevent it from moving. So there's no way for me to move the oxygen out. It would be sad day. Sad day. So let's background buildings. Let's move all of these. We'll replace all of those with actual tiles. Starting obviously with the one in the corner here. Okay, good. Oh no, you have to go food. Why would you need to do that? Don't do that. Here. What? Oh. Uh, work. We jump over here. We go down here. Jump back here. So then we build these tiles. And then I'm not worried about air. Especially once we destroy this tile. Then we fill it up with water. And we start up the system. Okay, so we want to enable some water. 7, enable auto bottling. Same over here. Here. Oh, prioritize properly. We'll check back in on this in a little bit. How are we doing over here? Okay, we have the enable auto delivery. Don't have any deliveries yet. Okay, I guess it's just not high enough priority. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Just not a quick process. Not a quick process at all. Only have 11 dupes here, not that many apparently. We just have a lot to do. We have a lot for them to do over here. How are we doing on metal and steel? Still very little steel. We're all so busy. How is the pizza doing? Okay, so now we should be. Why is this not working? No, I never connected it. So now we should be going in here, through here, up here, into here. This should allow us to store a lot more of this natural gas that gets pumped out of here. So we don't lose any more of it. That's the key. We want to prevent loss of natural gas because natural gas means water. We don't want to lose the water. Okay, so this is almost fully solidified. So at least that's good. Look at that, we're doing pretty good progress over here too. Okay, so now that we have this, we should be able to go like this and build, hopefully last solar panel. Then we should be good. Oh, I swear I saw damage overheat somewhere. What got damaged from overheat? For here we have some dupes not doing anything, but it does not tell me what damaged what from overheat. We don't have a dump area here yet, right? Say we wanted here. That would be. Let's say we want it to be here. Would put middle two, edge one, right? Let's start fixing these floors over here. Two. Then we would put the dumping area here. So we would go something like this. And have two. Where are they? I thought they were in one. There you go, yeah. Like that. Then we could start sweeping up everything here. How are you guys doing? We are still not processing. Come on, bring me more water over here, guys. It's going to take a little bit. But as soon as it's in place, we can start running the water around. Oh, looks like we have the second layer. We just need one more layer. Have we found anything on the star map yet, by the way? Oh, okay. So we've stopped. We have not found anything. Go back home. The range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this says destination out of range because it's not counting the landing. You go say here, like yeah, this is fine. The landing though is a free jump, so should count it as in range. But it doesn't always. Now it is, but it doesn't always. It's finicky. Oh, we have a lot of water. We're starting to pile up a lot of water over here. Starting to pile up a lot of polluted water and a lot of water. If the water is starting to pile in through here, we're gonna need a dump for all this polluted water and water. Right. Have an I. If we are put one over here, let's add in okay, so that's not doing it on top there. That's just doing it on bottom. And if we add in a liquid shut off there, an output, we would need to add power to it, and we would need to add some automation wires. But the general idea is we can mark this. If it's too full, we will start piling in some, what's it called? Symbol read. That should be good to get this process started. These are priority 6. Here, and this one over here. This should hopefully allow us to use up some of the polluted water and some of the water. Okay, so we have that set up. Let's see over here. Want the same settings. Go to Copino. Okay, and now we want to start mopping this. What is our most used tile over here? Where is it? Drywall. We have the most sedimentary rock, so put it in place. There we go. And yeah, once we have that in place, we can put a pipe, proper wiring because it's not proper, and a pump in here, and then we can close it off and never look in there again. Look at that, I saw the damage overheat again. Something's getting damaged from overheat. Guessing, no, nothing in here is overheated yet. Why are you guys on? Oh, okay, we have too much hydrogen. Nothing in here is overheated. Really wonder what's overheating. Oh, look at that. This got done real quick. Okay, and you need to take oxalate. You have your trailblazer and you have your trailblazer. Good. Power is looking good. Need to finish up the top here, and is there a reason why it's not done yet? Current error, never mind. But yeah, good. And then we can start building in here for living quarters. This doesn't need a science, so we don't need this orbital microlab, which will help a lot probably, I think. I'm expecting it to help a lot. How are we doing over here? Oh, is the... Oh, look at that, our carbon dioxide levels are pretty good. Over in here we should have some oxygen, so let's empty out the oxygen. We should also have some polluted oxygen, which we can empty out. All we should have left here is some carbon dioxide. 43 kilos of carbon dioxide. That's a lot of carbon dioxide. 43 kilos. Wow. Okay. Otherwise, though, I don't think there's anything else for you to do. Right? We just need to wait until the atomic research and you will be on your way back, right? So not much for you to do. Let's see, do we have our... No. Do not have a digger dupe. Lupino, though, does love sand. 3 tons of sand sounds really nice, actually. So let's get that in place. And how is the pista doing? We have some idle dupes that were temporarily idle. Same again. Okay, so this water should, one more batch and the water should trip over. Gene has nothing to do, and you guys claim to have nothing to do. Huh. So, see, we can start building inside of here, right? Okay, so first thing first, I want to move you, destroy you. I want to move you here and add in some station. This one should be able to support going out to space and back. So I want to be able to automatically take off the suits. I want to have atmosphere checkpoint way and atmosphere docks. If we move you here, we will figure out the layout from everything else at that point. There's Liam there. Okay, so we should be good over here. So no more water needs to be delivered. You want to open this up to let out the trapped carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen here. And we can start removing these buildings and closing this off. Did that not solve my problem? Get rid of this one then. Oh, ah. Yeah, so we got that one. I want to pick this igneous rock up. How do I get rid of the carbon dioxide here? Guess I would destroy this tile. I think we'll get, oh no, but that will also get rid of the water. Definitely don't want to do that. Let's destroy the vent. Put a tile. No, we can't put a tile here because it's drywall. Get rid of the drywall too. This thing's almost fully solidified. That's good. So once we get rid of that, we can put a tile here temporarily that would move the carbon dioxide out of the way. We can then destroy the tile, put back in the drywall and the vent. Drywall. There goes the vent. Come on, guys. Where are you going? He does. Oh, so maybe it was a bristle blossom. But now we have a bountiful bristle blossom, so needs more light. Increases yield by a lot. Harvest duration. I don't know exactly what that means. So it doubles usage. Doesn't drop seed. Oh, do they actually say don't drop seed now? Light plus 200 lux, so I guess it needs light. Okay, cool. So that's where am I current? Is this my easygoing one, right? So let's replace this one here. I picked one that was almost done, sadly, with my bountiful one. So that should increase the yield, but decrease the yield for slightly more usage, right? Oh, look at that. Counts. How much lux does it have? Really? Oh, so I guess that one cannot be there then. How much lux do we have here? 360. We need to be. Oh, look at that. Okay, good to know. Apparently, this lux requirement is bigger than I expected it to be. So we could put a normal one here, original, and we could put a what? What happened to my bountiful seed? Oh, you can't uproot it? You lose the seed if you uproot. I think that's a bug. I would assume you don't lose the seed if you plant it in the incorrect location. At least I would have guessed that. I would have been wrong, which is why I think it's a bug. I always assume I would be right. Let's put that here. Let's put a second one here. We could also put our power plug. Power plug can go here. And from there we can power wires, copper. Okay. So we want to put door here. And how big does the Great Hall need to be? The hall, right? Where's the hall room? Mess hall. You want mess halls need to be 12 tiles. Barracks need to be 12 tiles. So this is big enough for a mess hall. So if we put in, well, unless we put the food here, right? Food here, that would be 6, 8, 8, 10, a little bit more space. Let's go over here. Want food, food, furniture, ourselves. 2 mess tables and a water cooler right here. Oh, we can't put the water cooler there. Oh, well then that makes it more difficult. Okay, so maybe we should not start with this room here then. Maybe we start with the bed room. So if we put furniture, bed here, ladders here, but that this would be big enough for barracks. Want 2 beds, right? Nothing really fits in here because of this, because we want 2 beds, right? 2 beds, not 1 bed. Be good if we had 1 bed need, but what about it? What about furniture for plumbing, right? We want to have ourselves an outhouse with hand washing. That is big enough for that is 12 tiles, so we don't need to make that any bigger. So now how do we make this big enough to be able to handle this would work. I guess I don't need ladders, right? They can climb up here. My understanding of how this game works, good. Then we should be able to put here myself some furniture. Fifteen tiles compared to that's 9 and 14. So that should still be big enough for a mess hall. My only problem with mess halls is that I need like place to put this. You guys can fit up there, but no one will be able to use you. Need to be a little bit more creative about my space use. Like this is part of the problem. Uh, this. Here. Furniture. Have. Where is it? The 2 mess here. I put how much space is this? 10. This is big enough for a mess hall. Where's my would go something like plumbing, no, furniture, water cooler here. We would need some kind of hanging lamp for the decoration item. That would be good for a mess hall. Uh, this is no place for food. That's the problem right now. There's no place for food. Less like this, actually. You are still 12, right? 12 here. They're not big enough for a barracks. This. And I put food storage here. Yeah, so we could put food here, but now I don't have any place to put like anything else. There's no place for a storage bin. This looks pretty good. Need to optimize my space users for storage. I do have a little bit of wasted space here, some wasted space here. How big is this? This is 9 plus 13, 15, 17. I only need 12. 5 wasted spaces. There, right? It should still fit. 9, 4, this. That should give us back this space here. Oh, but now they can't climb up here. Can't climb here now. I was relying on this as a way for them to be able to climb up. Uh, the only option I really have is to use layer loaders, right? Those would work. It would give us the leverage, the ability to leverage this space up here. And here. I feel like that's the only way to transport materials. Like each one of them can store a ton, so it's not the worst. It store a couple tons of oxalite. Yeah, it's not the worst. Let's see where our conductive wire. They're actually not very much needed. That's good. Okay, so this looks like a good place to start. We still have some setup to do, obviously. But this should be a good place to start. I think this will work. So let's let them build it and we will find out how good I am at planning. In the past, that has been unpredictable. We will see if I do a little bit better this time. So back to Zapista, let's get back to resolving the issue we had over here. And that should help us cool this down and then we can get in here and fix the issue that we are having. On the positive side, that's a lot of sulfur that we could dig up. Those are some very big tiles of sulfur. And, you know, sulfur means food. Okay. Now we can close this off and put in a turbine, attach power to it. Oh, we're saving. We have a lot of people who are idle. All right, can't you guys go in here? I don't know why you guys are idle. I would expect you to go and resolve my problems over there. How are we doing on steel production? Still very bad. Still very bad. We haven't barely even started touching steel production. Are you like dormant or something? No, you're not dormant. Huh. I would have expected steel production to have shot off more by now. Okay, well, let's take this downtime to get some more raw resources. And so we'll take this downtime to gather some raw resources, but Gene is still unhappy. You are unhappy. If you were above 900 kilos, we turn on. So that should help us drain our current supply of body temperature. It's too cold? Oh no, mine. Really? Oh, that doesn't work at all. Why are you not turning on? Oh, is it because you were never set up, I guess, above. Okay, so at least now this is turned on, but nonetheless, this isn't working because it's too cold. Well, that sucks. I was really hoping that would work. Okay, so this is more or less set up. Need to put ourselves a pipe, and we can leverage the pipe that already exists, right? Reason not to. Let's make ourselves a secondary priority. But assuming that we leverage this pipe, we can then close this off. Oh, we do need power. Let's set up power from the actual power grid, though. This. And then we can get rid of this uh, new base setup that we had from a long time ago. Cool. So this should be good. Waiting for Ada to come over here. Once that's set up, we can start uh, feeding it a little bit of polluted water, right? To be able to just go from here to here. And as soon as that goes through, we have this set up. If it is above, that works. Then we turn it on. Give it a second. They should be able to build this. This should replenish as soon as from this pipe over here. So I think we should be good to have it connect directly like this. Okay, so now it goes in here, it grabs a lot of heat, and it gets cooled down. No, it does not for some reason. Nothing else uses this pipe. Are we literally out of power? Why are you no power? Oh, because there's only one of you here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's potentially very problematic. This will keep warming up. It's not going to boil because it needs 120 to boil, but nonetheless, it is going to. Yeah, that's problematic. Okay, so let's get that in place. Oh, that wrong. I need to destroy this so I can replace it. There you go. There you go. How are we doing? 58, 50. We're getting pretty hot. There you go. Now you should have all the power you need. There you go. Now we're cooling it down again. So that should start cooling. Like now this is all nice and solid. Let's give it a few cycles to cool down this whole thing, and then we can start trying to really tackle it. How's the temperature in this area doing? Look at that. It's already cooling down quite a bit over here and over here. Good, very good. Exactly what I was hoping would happen. Okay. Stuff looks good. This stuff looks good. Here looks good. My experimental vessel has a door. But make sure that everyone is aware, though, that this is a pretty high priority for me. Huh, look at that, you're just sitting there. Please don't go in here. Please don't go in here. I don't want to have to deal with that. How close are you to being back home? What does it say? It says destination out of reach. Doesn't tell me how long. It's still like 3 cycles. It is quite a distance away. But there was nothing over here. That was very fruitless. So next time, I guess we're going to try over here. Maybe there's something over here for our next launch. But that one launch was very fruitless. Sadly, nothing in that corner that we could tell so far. Oh, what happened here? I guess some sand fell down. When we were digging this up, probably some sand fell down. Are you going to get yourself stuck? You're going to dig this tile here and you're going to get yourself stuck, aren't you? And then, oh, look at that. He didn't get himself stuck. I'm impressed. Here. Look at that. 6 degrees. Good, good. Very good cooling. Eventually, we'll be able to fix my problem over here. Oh, we got some, we accidentally got some polluted water in here. Somehow. That's strange. Don't know exactly how that happened. Problem solved. Okay, so that's pretty much all we need to do over here, right? We can maybe start building up our third oil reservoir. Which one should we use? This one or this? I'll use this one. It's further away from all this scary iron. Very, very hot iron. So let's build up the same general plan. This is how wide? 10. 10. It would go how high? 8. 8. And right here we would start our water lock. With a couple blocks like that. There you go. So that would be the general setup we will want, and we'll just start same setup as over here. Let's see, idles. Machine always idle. Over here, I thought, is there any? Maybe I can send one of these dupes over. Right? We don't. Let's clean up this little batch over here. We don't need that many dupes over here anymore, right? So what do we have? Have 8 dupes. What are their skills like? We have a digger. No, he's our engineer. Let's take a little bit to assign some points. Let's start from the top. Sun over here could use some more points. He Let's get him some more brain. Liam over here, he's supposed to be a farmer, so let's get him some more brain. May over here needs rocket piloting. Perfect. Rocket piloting too. Now we have our fast rocket person, which is very good. She'll be taking care of our rockets because they're really slow. 1.5 cycle per tile. She'll bring that down to 3/4 of a cycle per tile. So it's going to be useful. Hopefully. I think that's how it works. So Ari here could use a little bit of field research. And Ashcan over here. Ooh, we finally have a decorator on Zapista. That's good. Devin, get your exosuit trained. Ellie, we can get you medicine. Nails, I think you're the first medicine actually. Yeah, first medicine. Because let's get you quicker. Ruby. Okay, so you are a digger, Ruby. Maybe I can skill scrub you and send you off. You're also able to do research. You like doing research. But maybe you should be our. I want more dupes though. Maybe a little bit of both. So let's get you some more brains. Then I think that will be your last skill. You're at 22. I think that's pretty good. And we get you some more muscle. Yeah, and our newer dupes on Cupino. We have Camille, which what are you even? You cook. Okay, I can get you some more muscle. Get you some more muscle. You're our builder, so exosuit trained. You're a miner, exosuit trained. Ren over here, our rancher. Get you rocket piloting. And Stinky over here. Actually, this one's problematic because there's nothing that I care for Stinky to learn. So he's just learning level 1 of everything. Okay, so that should be good. And hopefully our next printing will allow us to print off a good dupe that we can send over to Hydroval because we want to start taming that one. How are we doing over here? Looking good. You know it's looking good because it's not melting anymore. This side here is still melting, but this side isn't. So, one step at a time. Okay, so on here, we still have the problem that we have too much water. But let's sweep this up and we can close this, sweep this all up, and then we can close this off. We don't need these guys anymore. So we can get rid of them. And you move so I can close this, please. Then we can start mining the rest of this. I mean, not mining, uh, pumping? Yeah, pumping the rest of this. Okay. No, you're moving the wrong way. Move the other. Come on. Oh, we have a printable? Anyone good? Supply doctor building. Builders aren't that bad. Cannot do. No. Like, a builder to start off a new colony isn't that bad. There's lots of building to do. We have to build the whole base. He can't dig, though. He's useless. This meep is useless. And, well, Otto is pretty useless. Uh, Cannot dig. Decrease construction. And he's an operator. Let's get some. 3 more cycles. 3 more cycles, and then we might get a good dupe to send over. You get out of here. There we go. Okay. Priority 8. Come on. No, you God. I'm gonna kill you. I don't care. Okay, maybe we don't need to kill you. He knew it. He knew it. He was like, I can feel the death incoming. So he was like, okay, I'll let it be. Okay, perfect. So now we don't have to care about this anymore. So we're gonna start taking care of this natural gas geyser. Uh, Pretty straightforward, as with the other natural gas geyser we did here. You are not idle though, so we do need to be a little bit careful. But the general idea will be that we put in a gold pump right here and a little bit of automation, make sure nothing goes too crazy. Automation, Atmos sensor right here with some lead. This should still not be going out anywhere, so let's clean all that up, and then we'll add the second layer of insulated tiles, vacuum it out, and we should be good to get started. We'll also need a place to consume. No docks available. Oh no. Oh, okay. So Bert. Okay. Disable that. And Bert, you take the suit and you put it on. Hey, where did you go? Okay, well, he'll be back. I hope. He'll be back. He'll put on the suit. And over here, I want to put myself. Do I have any joy seeds? No, I don't. So I think Murph Leaf is pretty good. 20 to 50. Let's put one of those in place. Okay, so he came to get his suit back. So that's disabled. We don't want to touch that for now. Talking about that though, we do need to uh, put in any gas pump right here. Oh, but we can't because that's where the bed's going. But we do need to put a mini gas pump somewhere to pump out the how are we gonna do that then? Where can we put the mini gas pump? Nowhere? We can obviously put them into one of these air recycle locations, but then it won't be effective at removing carbon dioxide unless the carbon dioxide gets really high. Uh, Put it here, and it would something like this. Where's the mini gas pump? Mini gas pump. But I think that would gather these four, so it would gather some of the carbon dioxide if it goes up to here. But still, that is very tight, in my opinion. Okay. And we can use that to fill in the carbon dioxide need we have here. Okay, idle. We build the second layer over here. Over here. Get rid of these. Note that the water started to form into actual water over here. That's good. No more steam. Well, we're almost to the point where no more steam. And then we should be able to easily dig all of this sulfur out. And we should be good to reset the system. I'm assuming the geyser is dormant. Yeah, the geyser is dormant. So we should be able to reset the system, and in like 60 cycles we can tell if it's working again or not. Hopefully second time's a charm, and we don't have to worry about yeah, hopefully second time's a charm. Okay. Ren, you guys over here, we'll need some power cables, some want to have a second layer over here. There you go. And once we have that second layer in place, we will put in all of our sedimentary this. We're obviously not touching this guy just yet. And we will want to, so where do we want to burn all this carbon, all of this natural gas, right? That's the general idea, right? We'll want to burn it. Set up a burning area. Well, we don't want to send anything here or here because the volcanoes will probably take up a decent amount of space. So I'm thinking we can set up a burning area right here. Natural gas. Have these. And we'll need ourselves smart battery and a water pump. Water pump. Here. We can't. So background building. This one over here. One over here. So all the water will just dump right here. It'll go into the water pump, and then we can take the water pump and new mutant seed, a new bristle blossom. So we'll see what that one is. Hopefully it's useful. And we'll take this and we will bring it all the way over here. Our current polluted water line. This here. Did I go too far? Yeah, I did. Like that. There you go. So all the polluted water that comes through this machine will go here and into the system. Okay, so we need to refill this with a tile before we lose all our. I don't know. I feel like we could probably keep up. I don't feel like I'm worried about losing all our oxygen. I feel like we can keep up. Oh, SS vessel has landed. Okay, so we need to do a refill here. How are we doing on that? It's gonna take a little bit. So let's let people run around a little bit. But let's do a refill here, and we should send. We're gonna go look in this area here. Let's send her over here once we have a refill of fuel. Hopefully that should. How are we doing on building experimental? Anyways, experimental's looking pretty good actually. So let's see. Did these rooms get their bonus? Okay, mess hall, perfect, just like I wanted. Latrine, good. And this will be a barrack, so we should have 3 rooms. Just as I expect, or as I wanted. Hopefully, we'll see. We might need to replace these ladder pieces with a door, because if any of this is considered heavy machinery, it will impact the, well, it would impact how this is set up and working. I don't think that requires any further explanation. How are we doing over here? 102 degrees, almost there. Okay. Yeah, so I was over here, I was setting this up. So we'll want to have Making this out of steel is a little overkill, right? Don't you think? I think. Uh, it's either that or I have to like start shipping gold amalgam over here. I do feel like that would be excessively, well, not necessarily excessive, I guess, but it would require more effort than I'm willing to give. How about that? Go. Want to have this over here. Put in plumbing. Uh, want we want to this power cable is really taxed. We want to set up a new power cable. Probably would not be the worst idea. But till then, let's set this up. So, and we want to further bring in our crude oil. Go in. Crude oil comes from this pump over here. That. And then we want to bring in the water. The water goes here. Unless we take it from this half. Or we go straight down. Make our own type of. Nah, this seems. I don't like that. So we'll take it from here. We'll all the way over here. Like that. So let's jump here. And they jump here. And let's not connect it right away because we don't want it to start without our knowledge. And lastly, we put a bunch of heat sink plates just for extra mass so that the temperatures don't fluctuate too much. I don't like my temperatures fluctuating too much. So that extra mass, that's a lot of mass. This is like half a ton per tile, will help keep the temperature stable. And it looks nicer. You know, that's also nice. Okay, so you are complaining you don't have. I just made all these things, and you're like, no, I don't have anything to do, bro. This oxygen here and this oxygen here seem like they could be emptied. Otherwise, is there anything left for us to sweep? Or is this space pretty much clean? Pretty clean. Oh, look at that. We have a little bit of sweeping here. Do we not have a setup for getting rid of eggs shells? I don't see it. Oh, look at that. Let's do that then. Apparently we don't have, where's refinement? We don't have a rock crusher anywhere here. So let's set one up right here. Which line is best for that? You have 2.1 and you have 2. Oh, look at that. This line's better for that. Let's set up a rock crusher. Apparently, we don't have a rock crusher here. So that's why all the eggs here have been accumulating without going anywhere. These definitely need to be turned into something useful. That's number one on our priority right now. Okay, so so I'm assuming you should be fully stocked. Never mind, we still need plenty of oxalite. You also don't have any oxalite. Because like, oh, can we not reach you? That's why you don't have oxalite. We can't reach. Need to put that there. You need to be able to step closer to be able to put oxalate here. You on the other hand, you don't have oxalite because yeah, very important errand. How are we looking in here? We're looking good, ish. good is relative, right? Uh, need to wait till them for them to get their button gear and help us up here. Where are our suits? We have two dupes out here? Or is that the problem? Like, we are... Oh, we have two suits out here. Huh. Well, I don't know how that happened. But, let's fix that because I do not... But, like, that's maybe why it's going slowly. These guys... Maybe we just add a little bit more of these. Right? I probably set up with only two because of the limited amount of suits I had when I first set up this area. But we have a lot more suit potential. I don't see a reason why we're sticking to only having three docks. Seems like it's probably just slowing things down. So let's go over here. Uh, let's tell them to make 5 more. We'll just have that in place. How are we doing on steel anyways? Not making any progress whatsoever tonight on steel production. It's just not meant to be. Pretty hard for them to deliver these oxalites, apparently. Yeah, maybe it had to do with the lack of suits. Let's see. Are you gonna come over here and build this ladder? No, you are going up here. Build to deliver some bleach stone. Very good. Thank you very much for delivering this bleach stone. It's exactly what I was waiting on. You guys are still complaining there's nothing to do. And I'm complaining you guys haven't cooled down this. That's an interesting effect. You guys haven't cooled down the steam enough yet for me to tell you to do something. And there's just too many dupes here. Not enough to do. Too many dupes, not enough to do. Literally nothing left for me to do. Oh, okay, so I can always, yeah, I forgot about this. Fossil to lime. Not fossil to lime. Where is it? Eggs to lime. Eggshell to lime. We have 97 kilograms of eggshells. Let's fix that. Is there maybe an easy way for us to get this stuff? Because it's kind of, you can't walk there, obviously. Oh, talking about walking there, this did launch. Iron. Launch the rest of the iron. And how did it fall? Oh, look at that. We had 2 packs right here. 1 pack here, and the other ones are lost to the world. That's not actually that bad. We can land here, and then we'll have 2 extra packs of iron to start with. So that sounds like a pretty good deal. Okay, so here, set up some water. I want to create a liquid lock over here for... Does that thing here create an issue with the room bonus? It does. Not have that plus the room bonus. So let's get rid of these 2 stairs and replace it with a door. Still be able to get the room bonus from here. But that does count as a industrial machinery. Does count for industrial machinery. That sucks. But it means these guys probably can't be here either because they would count industrial machinery and you can't have that for barracks, right? No industrial machinery. You can't have these guys here. Oh, in that case, reset all that. Uh, and we can. Oh, I wonder if the pump counts for industrial machinery. So I'm not gonna. Oh, how? I need. To, I want to. I want more storage space. Oh, so difficult to get any storage space here going. Uh, put you back. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, and then we go over here. We mop this one only. Build a tile here and destroy this tile after the mop, and that should create us a nice little place to put some food, just like we have over here. Nice little place to put food. What's that? We have a new printable. Do you have anything interesting? Digger Builder. Mary. Look at you. You're flatulent. You're flatulent. You're flatulent. You're flatulent. You're flatulent. She's flatulent. So she's not good. On the other hand, gold amalgam is pretty good. Zapista over here definitely use some gold amalgam. There we go. That's actually not the worst. Fine there. The gold amalgam can be used to produce the like some we could technically replace all of these guys with gold amalgam instead of steel and recover some of the steel back. That would not be the worst idea. Now that we have gold amalgam over here. So that in and of itself is pretty good. So let's see here. Still pretty hot. It's just it's like it's pretty cold over here. It's just not propagating the heat very well. It's -4 and it goes up to 6, so it's going up by around 10 degrees. It's just I want it to propagate over here, and it's just not doing that very effectively. Okay, so let's see what you guys have to do next. You guys aren't even done digging here. Okay, so you have all the oxalate. You still have, so you're ready to go. You have your full range, 12 tiles, have full amount of food. Good. Yeah, so you're good to go. So SS Vessel will go on the next exploration mission. Crew, get in place. Let's see if we can find the other asteroids. There we go. Good. Choose over here. Begin launch. Okay. Goodbye. So that means over here we can need to finish up the interior here. Need to finish up the interior here, add 2 beds, make sure everything is cleaned up. Start pumping in some oxygen, and we should be good to go over here too. Oh, we got a new seed. We got a Lycee bristle blossom. Useless. Not like my Lycee. Useless. I think that says enough. Useless. Has literally no use. This is already full of only, look at that, this is already full of natural gas. So I don't even need to vacuum this out. Like this is already the type of gas I want it to be. That's all that these guys have, right? Natural gas. Natural gas. So I normally need to vacuum it out to put in natural gas, but not this time. That's pretty cool. We are definitely overflow on natural gas. That's a lot of natural gas that we have, and we're pumping it. Like we are destroying the natural gas as quickly as we can with only one gas geyser. It's definitely not quick enough, apparently. Talking about that, how are you guys doing over here with your natural gas? You're looking good. Uh, we need to set up here. Okay, so I need to set up my power line, automation, and some pumps. I already set up the plumbing, so ventilation is what I need. From over here, go here, here. That was not a good idea. Whatever material I used there, we ran out while I was using it. Let's not use that material. Okay, so here, jump, here, jump, here. Let's go up. And let's set up, as we saw from the other one, we will need a lot of gas reservoirs for this to work nicely. So let's set up some gas reservoirs here. This will work. Set up two other ones over here. So we go into this one first, out here, in, out, out. Over here we would go, no. Here, that. And we would just take the excess carbon dioxide and throw it into space. So let's add in the bridges. What did I do? Didn't do it. What did I? But, 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 like, I'm pretty sure the game was even paused when this happened. Let's check out the last autosave, if it's corrupt. Cross my fingers, everything is fine. I swear, I was not doing anything. Like the game wasn't actively running, is what I mean by that. Like, it was paused. Oh, something about the pause situation. Why is it so? Steam is having a hard time determining that the game has crashed. Uh, why? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up. If it loads, we'll see what we lost, and we can get back into it. Oh no. Ah. So this error. So vessel XC clustercraft on spawn object reference not. So this, I don't know what causes this error, but we just have to keep going back in time until we find a cycle where this error doesn't happen when we. This has happened before. Oh, the cycle before this? Okay, load 86. My cat is being very needy. Surprised her meowing isn't triggering the voice. Me at least, she's meowing very loudly. Okay, there we go. So this one loads. So our rocket hasn't launched yet. So that's okay. Okay, we're gonna up here. Say hi to everyone. Oh, no, you're not gonna say hi. You're just gonna run away. Show everyone your butt. Go back to my game. Let's see where we were at. So this hadn't launched yet. Still have. So it is full of oxalite. So this is ready to launch, as far as I can tell. You are empty because this still has not been built. And okay, so this is still in the same state where I haven't canceled this yet. That didn't have anything delivered to it yet. So that hasn't happened yet. How is the pista looking? Did I do any? Like, okay, this setup done. This was already done. Oh, that's the dupe that we found that was flatulent. Let's see if we can find someone better. A farmer. I could use a farmer. Uh, actually, Max isn't too bad. Much better than our uh, gastrophobic build miner. We do have a builder and a supplier. Yeah, so let's just get Max. Lupino could use a farmer. So let's get Max on board. Uh, so Max, welcome to the club. Let's not crash in the next 3 cycles or something, and you should be good to not just get deleted for some reason or another. So priorities for Max. Max, you are a farmer, so your priority will be to farm. What was your secondary? What was the thing you cared about also other than farming? Researching. So your secondary will be to research. And okay, so skills, let's get you on farming duty right away. Farming. There we go. Cool. So, okay, so this stuff hasn't been set up yet. So that was something I had done before the crash, including setting up you. I feel like that. I feel like I must be missing something because it was a whole cycle that we lost there. And I can't remember what we lost during that cycle. There has to be something we lost, though. in here, in here, here. We make a jump every go, and the jumps put back into jumps here. That here, here, over here. We already have the jump. So once that's in place, we can clear this out. I'm gonna probably allow someone to analyze this, even if it's not dormant yet, so I can get the analysis done before. For some reason, I can't say that word. Oh, and you finished your. Let's come down here. So if that's 4, we want to go here for 4. Let's put you down here. Don't need you or you or you. And it's still lycee. So it looks like the seed mutation is predetermined. That's what that would make me think, because you know it was lycee the first time and now it's lycee again. But it looks like the seed mutation is not random. And we found a new mutant seed. The mutant seed creation is random, but not the analysis is random. So when it gets created, it already knows what it's going to be. Oh, look at that. This is what's breaking over here. Lead. It's too hot. It's kind of a little warm, I guess. Closest we have to try to cool this down would be to try to make you out of lead with some metal tiles. Put one here too. See what happens if we make this and this. Let's like cool by osmosis, I guess. Like we cool this area, it should cool everything around here. Or we can replace this with iron. That is another option. Yeah. Very needy right now. Oh, we're never going to be able to build these. They're too far up. Yeah, so let's destroy these. Or we'll have to rebuild these because we're never going to reach. These are unreachable. So this is much more damaging than remember. I guess it finally reached. Did we deliver lead to this side too? Okay, so let's deconstruct and replace it with some something that won't break. Let's replace it with iron, but it won't break. This that does mean I don't have any gold amalgam. Does kind of suck. I did like my gold amalgam. Okay, so let's replace you with iron. And that should hopefully fix the problems we were having. Okay, so let's get you launched, right? Change your destination to being right here. Take crew, schedule here. Okay, so let's not go just yet. We'll go in half a cycle when Jean is done sleeping, and we will launch. So how's experiment? Oh, crap. We're not going to be able to mop this up. How are we going to deal with this? Huh. I don't even think we can mop it up if we destroy this. Can we still mop it? Okay, so assuming They could come in here and mop this a little bit. Should be good to go. So over here we have, so this is still a mess hall. Good. This is the latrine. And we'll make this into barracks. But do we really care about making an actual barracks? Like, that's only, the barracks is the lowest of the morale bonuses, right? Latrine gives you +1, and barracks gives you +1. Like, it doesn't matter if the mess hall is what we really got +3. That's a nice bonus. Oh, barracks is not that important to get right. Okay, so this did look like we can salvage it by having the extra space over here, so that's good. Let's see here then. We want to put the tile here. A new mutant seed. Oh, we're getting a lot of mutant seeds since we reloaded. Huh. Okay, so let's pop this up. And let's see here. General idea I want is that here, gas pipe element sensor. Thinking of how I should do the filtering out of carbon dioxide pipe, right? I want to, I would normally put like a gas pipe element sensor here and have a want the gas shut off here. Otherwise, we will make it go all the way around there. Ideally, this would all be a bunch of carbon dioxide. Should work. Oh, and we want to put, my only problem right now is I want to wait to turn this on and off. Put an automation wire here. That. Cool, that should work to provide oxygen from the environment. Yeah, so that does work. Put a bed here, bed here. Oxalate in here for oxygen. We put food in here for food. And well, we need dirt somewhere. I have given up on making this into an actual. Just to confirm with you, by the way, can't go up here. Oh, I thought you could climb that. Okay, so let's. Yeah, we're gonna need to. We're gonna not have an actual barracks. Let's get rid of the door here, and we will here rid of this airflow tile, and we will replace this with a ladder to go all the way up. We will still have beds. It just won't have a bedroom a barracks bonus. We're gonna be putting the beds down here. They'll still get their latrine and they'll still get their methyl, they just won't get a bed. Should be more than enough anyways. Talking about that, how are we doing on the schedule? Oh, you have finished your sleep a long time ago. Someone came in here to use the washroom. Don't understand why. Okay, so crew only. Get out of here, Turner. Do we? Okay, so let's deliver suits over here and over here. Okay, so that should be Gene coming in. Perfect. So now we should be able to launch again. Uh, let's unequip your suit. And let's launch. Bye-bye. Okay, now let's hope we don't crash. So we should be able to put a bed here, and some more, like another for food for a little bit. Yeah. So let's wait for them to build up all of this, and then we can. Well, we can always just like right away tell them to deliver a suit, right? Deliver suits. Deliver suits. So what's this elite? Super specialized. Oh, what's this? I don't think we've had a super specialized one yet. Okay, so let's go over here. Uh, Super specialized. We have minimum radiation minus 80% temperature range. You are very picky about the temperature range. Oh wow, 80%. I don't think that's. I don't think we're too hot for that. 80% would make it so that your ideal here be what's halfway between 5 and 30? Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20. So it would probably be between 15 and 20 degrees ish that it would need to be able to benefit from this double yield. That huge yield increase. But it would definitely, we are not temperature controlling it down, our displays down to that level. We are temperature controlling down to 20, not 22, or not 15 to 20. That's an interesting problem, though. And we also have to consider the temperature of the water is coming in at 29 degrees. So we'd have to cool down the water, be able to leverage. It's a very powerful bonus if you can control the temperature to such a very tiny range. That's interesting. Oh, we're at 99.1. I think it's like 98 or something where it will condense. 99. But it should condense soon, and as soon as it condenses, we can break in here. We'll destroy these two tiles here, destroy these two tiles here, mine everything out, sweep everything up, be good to go. Gene has nothing to do. That's not a surprise. We had another seed, exuberant. So life cycle, so it's quicker. So it takes 25% less time to produce, uses 50% more fertilizer, and produces rot pile. Reason. And starts with food poisoning on the crop. Requires darkness. What is, it requires darkness, but that doesn't work. Bristle Blossom requires light. I'm going to plant this one just to see how it works. Uh, Obviously that won't work for us, but I'm very curious, like what takes precedence, the light or the darkness requirements for Bristle Blossoms. Uh, so let's set one up right here. This one looks young. Let's uproot this one. And no, come over here. Okay, and let's put in the. You have Bountiful. Oh, God, I thought we had lost Bountiful. So let's put in Bountiful over here. And over here, let's uproot this one and put in the light requirement one over here. But Bountiful looks very useful. It just requires some extra light, which should be fine here. Okay, good. Uh, Maybe worried there for a moment, but yeah, it just requires some extra light, and in exchange, it gives us a lot more calories per pick. Doubles for only like 50% more water usage, if I remember correctly. Where is it? What's our water usage? Where is it? Irrigation 24 per cycle instead of normal 20 per cycle. So not even like not even 25% more, 20% more usage just for double the production. So Bountiful is really nice. Exuberant. Let's try you. I wonder if that one's literally impossible because it requires both darkness and light, or if one of them takes precedent, because or like it only cares about darkness or only cares about light. Okay. Illumination. Illumination, darkness. Okay, so it only cares about darkness. It doesn't care about light. So this one is now. Okay, it has like a little fumes going on there. That's interesting. Wonder if that has to do with the exuberant thinky. But it only requires. So this one you can actually plant without any lights, as long as you have radiation. That's interesting. Like as long as you have radiation, you can put this bristle blossom anywhere. It doesn't require any lights. Put back in original. Pretty cool. So let's see here. You're at 98.5 soon PM. Hopefully. Okay, so Groupino, you guys have a problem, right? Yeah, I made this all out of sandstone, and you guys don't have any more sandstone. So let's make it all out of igneous rock. And you guys have a lot more igneous rock. Okay, so this should all be set up. Oh no, we are missed this piece there. I missed some automation wires. Did. This should all be set up. All be set up. Good, good, good. And oh, I want to also add in some other automation for you. Essentially, if it's full, where is dot gate, we start burning. 90 down to 50. Okay. So if it's too full, we start burning. Otherwise, it's just, we don't want to lose out on the potential water. Okay. And what's something else? Oh yeah, I want to add to start. I want to add a filter over here. So gas pipe element sensor. Oh, this won't work. We have way too. The pressure in here is too good. You would need a high pressure vent, but we don't have any plastic over here. Pista, can you send over plastic, please? Let's change our target to here. Do we have any plastic to send over? Manufactured material, plastic. Okay, so let's send over some plastic. Thank you. So we're gonna send over some plastic and then we can put a high pressure gas vent. On that note, though, we should make sure that this doesn't turn on our knowledge, though. So it's below 0, which is impossible. It will turn on. That's good. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot about automation wires. But the general idea here is if this is oxygen, it will allow it through to here. Otherwise, it will just keep going down this pipe. Did we lose the water? What happened to the water that was here? Well, we're gonna need to re-dump some water. Apparently, something happened to it. There's no more water in here. It looks good. So it's a piece that has been my main focus, and it's still pretty much my main focus. 98. I have no 97.9. At one of these temperatures, you will eventually cool down enough that you will stop being steam. How are we doing on research? Oh, kind of scared me. Okay, so we only have like 11 more atomic research before we can research something else. That's good. Now it'll give us access to the nuclear engine. What are we doing over here? Come on, turn to steam. 97.7. Let's see what this printable is, and then we'll go back to obsessing over the temperature of steam. Farming research or rocket? Free Luddite? Wart seeds. Wart seeds are very valuable. Let's go with that. And back to obsessing over the temperature of this steam. 97.7. No, I'm not gonna just sit there and look at that. Kind of tempting though. 97.6. How can I encourage it to turn into water? It can't do it while it's looking, okay? It has a performance anxiety. How are we doing over here? Okay, everything here seems built, so yeah, now they can reach up here. So that's good. Now they can actually reach into these areas. This will be allow manual use, and we will put in where is it? Movable or oxalate. And here I will put in some water and enable auto bubbling. What is that? Oh, it's too cold, so the car. Look at that. We caught it. The chlorine is cooling down so much that something up here is too cold, and it's turning into liquid chlorine, which is obviously causing it to rain chlorine. 97.4, so it's not 97.4. Someone should bring us water soon. Perfect. Okay, so we stop this. Construct. And we mop here. We want to keep this tile here. So we mop here. That should get rid of this one. Mop the rest here. That water tower should not go away. Ever. Like, it's still there here. Not go away. How are we doing on the star map? Have you made it to your destination yet? Nope. Not even close. So now we should be able to destroy this, and that creates us our vacuum for food. Don't people come over? Why is no one bringing in oxalite? They complain. It's because it's complaining that there's no conveyor loader output, so it's like I'm not gonna bring anything. Is that the problem? I'd also now be able to put myself my 2 beds. Furniture, beds, one here, one here. Loader here. Air rails. One will go down here. That's how we will populate the food storage with this one up here. We'll add food the first time, and then the second time around we'll add dirt. We can keep the outhouse going. That should be a vacuum. Perfect. Oh, looks like we might have a problem with. Okay, you're good. You're just complaining because you don't have anything to do. Not my fault. 97. So we are at 96.9. Almost, I hope. So how are we doing over here? Assuming this should all be set up. Should have some. Oh, we don't have any plastic yet. Okay, there's the plastic. It's on its way. At 0.2 cycles, and we will have all the plastic we could want. And a bunch of cycles before we get to know what's going on over there. Okay, so you guys are complaining you don't have anything to do. Can't blame you. Let's analyze this. Hopefully, we don't cause too much of a problem. While we wait, though, for that batch of plastic, let's set up the automation here. Pretty straightforward. Apparently, it's not that straightforward because I need again put in some lead. We put in a NOT gate. We set this up to detect natural gas. Natural. There we go. Okay. As soon as we get the plastic, we can put the vent here and we should be good to go. We not have a field researcher here on Cupino? Not. You don't even have someone that's close to becoming a field researcher. Like, you could become one. Yeah, we never did research this one either. We'd have no idea for this one either. Okay, well, cancel the analysis. Apparently, we don't have someone that can analyze. So let's build that up, mop that up, close it up, and we will analyze it later once we have someone on this asteroid that can actually do that kind of stuff. 96.6. This will never turn to not steam. 96.7. I mean 96.5. Never turn. This will turn to ice, or this turns to water. 6.4. That's condensation point is supposed to be 99.4. It's like supposed to be 2 degrees. Oh, there it is. There we go. We finally condensed. Okay, perfect. Finally. Let's go in here. Let's go in here. Dig that up. Ideally, it should work. They'll be very hot, so hopefully you guys do this quickly. That should bring in here. Oh, we did. Oh, some oxygen did break in. Oh, that sucks. So that's mopped. I was really hoping that this would stay the void that it was supposed to be. But some oxygen did break in, sadly. Quite a bit of oxygen, too. That's almost a kilo per tile. Kind of. Oh, suffocate. Oh, that's scalding, not suffocating. I thought it said suffocating. I was very concerned. Scalding is okay. Now it's cooling down real quick. Okay, maybe Ruby should go to bed. You have beds, right? Yeah. Go to bed. Come on, quick. Okay, so someone come pick up Ruby. Anyone? Thank you. Put Ruby in bed. Okay. Oh, we finally finished our research for the Radbolt engine. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we can research monuments or we can research hydrogen engine. So does that mean the hydrogen engine are better than Radbolt engines? Because it's a higher level of research. Well, let's go for hydrogen engine next. See, I have a spare platform that's not being used right now, right? Rocket. Doesn't tell me the stats. You actually have to build the rocket before it tells you the stats, I guess. That kind of sucks. I would like to know the stats of this engine. Oh, no, there we go. Now it's showing up. It wasn't showing up earlier. So let's see here. Red Bolt engine compared to petroleum engine. So petroleum engine has, so this is much, much shorter of a rocket. 20 height compared to 35 height. So it's like the same height as a small petroleum. Has potential range. I don't really know how to read that. Engine power. Its speed is better than so it's quicker than the small petroleum. It's not as quick as the carbon dioxide. That's the second quickest engine we have. That is real slow. Okay. Slow. Yeah, so this is maybe the petroleum, maybe the hydrogen engine is also a 35 tall engine, but the Red Bolt seems to be a quick, from what I can tell, it seems to be a quick engine that can't be too big. So it's meant for like frequent, quick transports, but not necessarily. I don't know. We'll see what the distance means. I don't know if like that distance means that it can go very far or not. No idea what that distance per unit actually translates to in real terms. Do we see anything yet? No. Okay, so we have one more tile before we potentially see anything. and we'll have to make a decision on how we want to proceed. Here we will want to go here. So we actually have some oxalate in here. Good. Stable manual use, so they stop bringing very tiny amount of oxalates. We now actually have oxygen in here. Okay, so I was wondering why this wasn't why this wasn't pumping, but that's because it worked as expected, I guess. But it worked in the sense that the whole thing is full of carbon dioxide and chlorine instead of actual oxygen. Now we should actually pick up some oxygen because the carbon dioxide and chlorine are very small amounts. But we need to get the whole systems rebooted. There we go. See, some actual oxygen is being pumped. Someone's scalding. I think someone is over here trying to mine this sulfur for us. Okay, get out of there, Nails. I need to go to bed. Don't try to breathe. Run. No, Nails. You're gonna move now. Yes. Faint. You're gonna faint. Faint now. Don't faint on the ladder. Fainting on the ladder would be a very bad idea. Okay, you didn't faint. Get in bed. Recover. Slowly. Okay, now we'll want to close this off. And we will deal with the excess oxygen that we let in here at a future point. Close this off. Look at that. Devin is so happy. We have some dupes that are like literally on the verge of death. Getting triaged. Devin is like, I am so happy. Okay, so this should be fixed, and now we should be able to keep it functional. It should eventually cool down this water, and that will keep the liquid sulfur from being a problem. This should work from now on. We don't need you anymore here, so let's recover the materials for this. Same thing for these. We don't need that one, but we don't need it. You recover that material. So do we have ourselves the plastic yet? Where is still in? No, it's not. Oh, we found something. Look at that. Let's go take a look. Okay, so didn't we shoot plastic over to Gupino? Have any in you? No. See it anywhere. Have refined metals. We have more than enough refined metals. This here we don't have any plastic. Where did all that plastic from Zapista go? Where are you aiming for? Yeah, Gupino, right? Yeah. Should have shut off all. No, the plastic's still here. Oh, maybe because I didn't. Okay, we're launching very small amount of iron because I never fixed the minimum launch mass. So that's why we were seeing a bunch of launches, but they were all very small amount of iron. So that's why the plastic was never sent, because we were still sending the iron. That sucks. Yeah, you're unhappy because you're food poisoning. Makes sense since you don't have anywhere to wash your hand. That's So this seems to be working as I expected it to. We need to pass in some electricity over here. Why are you? Body temperature? Is it too cold or something? Yeah, it's too cold. Oh, that matter. Oh, size 12. Ah, no. This was supposed to be a tile that they could actually. No. Oh, this isn't a mess hall anymore. Too small. Try this. No, that won't solve the problem. I think maybe put the door here. Again, this tile needs to be free, or I need to. I can't free up any of these tiles because I need the water cooler and I need the mess table. Well, do I need the water cooler to be happy? Like I don't need the water cooler to be happy, right? It got built. I can just sort of tile underneath, and I think everything should be fine. We'll find out. No one will be able to use it. It won't be very happy. No one's going to be happy. But let's close this off because it's causing us some yeah. Let's close it off quick. Yeah, you guys aren't liking this, are you? Then let's insulate it off less quick. Yeah. So, and then as soon as we have ourselves the plastic, we can take care of that over there. Over here, we're looking good. We want to start tackling, maybe tomorrow we can start tackling some nuclear stuff. But maybe we want to finish cleaning up. This is still too cold. We're still running into a potential issue of having too much water. Always. That's always a fun issue to have. Let's. Can we get in here? Like, if I delete that and not, like, can I just walk into here and then we could start clearing all this out? That would be nice. Okay, so over here we want to go edibles. What kind of edibles do we have? How's our barbecue? We have 141K of barbecue. Let's put that in there. Barbecue, allow manual use, consumable ingredient, no, not edible. Barbecue, where is it? There we go. So now they should be able to bring over barbecue. That will go in here, and that's like 141 cycles worth of food that's going to go in here. I think we should be good. This is very slow. Given that it only pumps 50. Okay, no, don't allow manual use anymore. And we'll put some dirt in here because that's what we need for the outhouse. Okay, so now we can go here and be like, I want some dirt. Consumable would be soil, dirt. Manual use. So now we have some oxalate over here, which we are slowly, and I do mean slowly, filling up the Atmos suits here with. Go. Okay, so now we've detected mucazone. Mucazone. Okay, so this one has just a bunch of gold amalgam and lime, which is all going to off gas. No, it's not off gassing. I would assume that would off gas into the look at that, it's not off gassing. Okay, so what does this one, what do we know about this one? This one's the one with the tungsten volcano, and it also has a hot polluted oxygen vent. So it does produce its own oxygen. Uh, Space, magma, jungle, and marsh. Sorry for all the zooming in and zooming out, but scrolling seems to zoom. Uh, so it's a marshy asteroid. So like our starting asteroid, it's a marsh, right? That's what our, so that's a forest. Marsh? Swamp. I guess it's a separate one. Marsh. Uh, I have the tungsten volcano, so that's going to be very useful. So we have one more asteroid to find, then we're done exploring. So that's the iron. This one has the iron. This one has chlorine plus the moose. This one has water, tungsten, and I guess, well, we've done over here, we've done over here, over here, over here, over here. I guess we look over here next. So far, we're one shot for each exploration mission, other than down here. Down here was a bust, but so far, like last coordinate, like if we just keep going in the 6 directions, would be up here. So let's go take a look up there next. So let's go back home. Uh, but that gives us another place to send our dupes. Setting this up though to actually send dupes though is being a little bit more difficult than I'd like it to be. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have a printable. We have someone that I can send over. We have operator, build, research, ID, supplying farms. We have some line. Line is actually pretty tempting. Nisbet isn't too bad. You know, critter version, perfectly fine with that. You can farm and supply. I don't really want a Luddite as one of my first troops being sent over. I don't really want someone who will kill the plants. Let's go with you. Your priority would be farming and then supplying. So schedule, let's put you on here. Priority will be, you know, bet your priority will be farming and supplying. Okay, and we will almost immediately send you away. I feel like we're pretty good to start sending over our first mission, right? Good, we have food, we have oxygen. We eventually will have suits that work. Okay, so I feel like we should be good. So let's change the crew. We will want to have May and Nisbet, our crew. We have 12 tiles of range. Let's select. We will be going to where's the water planet, which is this one, right? The water one. We're going up here first. So let's get everyone on board. All crew and pilot. Let's get everyone on board. Oh, do I need to give you your first skill? I'm pretty sure I should skill. Yeah. Farming. There we go. Let's watch you guys get in there. We will need to deliver 2 new suits for this. maybe build 2 more suits then, I guess. See how that would work. And we'll build 4, like, just in case this suit gets destroyed, I think it's a good idea to have, oh, wow, you are slow in the suit. It might not be very useful to start until we actually get something set up, because you're going to be slow. You have to keep an eye on you. Okay, so we should be good to go. So begin launch sequence. Let's take a look at what we have in here. So let's move you here, move you here. So I want to move you here. Tell you to unequip your suit and enable this. Do the same thing, unequip your suit. May this bet. I'll put a this bet. Why don't you go to your bed? Whatever. Okay, so you guys should be able to reach your destination eventually with plenty of food and oxygen support you for quite a bit of time. I think. Oxygen is getting used up a lot quicker than I expected. How much oxygen does dupe? Maybe we need to reconsider this. That oxalite gets used up a lot quicker. How much dupe oxygen dupe per cycle? So one dupe takes 60 kilograms per cycle. That's not that bad. This 1 ton to 8, oh well, yeah, I guess 8.5 cycles worth of, that's 8.5 cycle worth of oxygen for the 2 dupes. Fine. This will take quite a long time to get here. Maybe we should pump in some more oxalites in here. Maybe we want to land, pump in some more oxalite somehow. And oh wow, it's 20 past midnight, so I think I'm gonna call it there for now. But yeah, I definitely need to find a, like, this is not enough oxalite. That's just straight up not enough oxalite. Woodera has more oxalite. Last time I checked. We have, well, we only have like 1.7 tons more oxalite. So oxalite isn't that common apparently. It's slow producing. That's why it's very slow to produce oxalite. So we definitely will want to explore our options here. Maybe redesign it so that like we have here, where this seems to last a lot longer. And but like maybe if we just had a storage bin, it wouldn't be a problem. We're just very tight on space if we don't start moving things around. This is a pretty good setup. It's not the worst. We have ourselves a mess hall over here. It actually has the room bonus and room bonus. Need to see how we're gonna set this up. I'll think on it. But so that's it for now. Thank you guys for joining me, and we will continue this probably tomorrow. Uh, till then, have a good time.